Morning folks, my name's Dave. For those that don't know, this is a short video that I've been asked to do regarding the fingerings for the lower register. I've actually been asked to do one that covers both lower and upper register, but I thought I'd do it in two separate videos just so that if you only need one, you can look at one. If you need both, then there's two to look at. So the first thing we're going to start with is I'm going to assume that you know how to play a low D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this fingerings I'm using apply to all saxes, soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, whatever. Okay, so it's all the same. So the D is the front 6 keys on the main body. And the first low note that a lot of people struggle with is low C. And that means just taking that little pinky on the right hand and pressing the bottom of those two keys. You see you've got a pair of keys there, so you're just pressing that. And that comes out. Okay, so that's your low C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the pinky. Now, the next one I want to cover is the C sharp. It's got two names really, there's two choices, it's C sharp or D flat, and they produce the same sound, they use the same fingers, it's what is known as enharmonically changed, so you give the sound and the name, the note a different name, but it means the same thing, and this is used in different key signatures. So if you're playing a piece that has a D flat in it, then you would use the fingering for the D flat. If you had the low C sharp, you would use the same fingering and it would produce the same sound. So we go down to the low C again that we've just done there, the low 6, and then we take the left hand pinky and you can see this cluster of 4 keys here, and the low C sharp is the outside key there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bottom key there and the outside key there. So as you can hear from the C natural, you've got it's slightly higher. Okay, so that is the C sharp or D flat. The next one we're going to go to is the low B. And I find sometimes an easy way to remember this is the B key is this one here, which is nearest the body. B for body, same key. Okay, sometimes it helps. So you've got the same 6 on the front, the bottom one on the right, and then that one nearest the body there. Okay, and the last one on an alto, soprano, or tenor is the low B flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the bottom key, and the bottom key there, the long one that goes across. Now for the majority of saxophones that is the lowest note. On some baritones and very few altos there is a low A, but we can go on to that when we talk to the baritone players if they need that extra note. One thing we do find is people say that is a huge stretch. Well actually, if I keep my fingers the same distance and take them off, that is not a huge stretch. It's the same distance really as the other fingers away. Yeah, so it's not a huge stretch. What it is that you're not used to using your little fingers and having to apply pressure like that. That's all it is. Okay, so don't worry that you won't get your hand down there, because 99.9% of players can. So that's that. And these are all based on a modern instrument. Some of the older instruments have a slightly different setup. So here we've got the C sharp, the B natural is now in the middle, and the B flat is right on the end, but it's also got an extension to go there. So if you wanted to go downwards, you could do. If you wanted to go across, you can do. Still got the same notes. So C sharp, B, B flat or B, B flat. Okay, produces the same sounds. So that's the lower fingering, guys. I'm hoping that's going to help those that need it. If there's any questions, just pop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Don't forget, one thing I forgot to mention, the low B flat occasionally can be known as a low A sharp, and it's the same thing. If you look at a piano and find the note B, you'll notice to the left hand side of it is the note A. The black note in the middle is, if you're coming down from the B, would probably be called a B flat. If you're going up from the A, would be called an A sharp. It's just the same as we said before. It's the same sound, it's the same fingering, it just has a different name. And we do need to learn to read these if we're playing from written music, because you don't want to spend time in your head going, B flat, that's the same as an A sharp, or A sharp, that's the same as a B flat, because by the time you've translated it, you've lost where you are. Okay, so we need to become comfortable with those. But it takes time. Don't rush. You'll get there quicker if you take your time. Okay, folks, I hope that helps. And I'll have a look at doing the one on the upper register soon so we can get that up and then people can have a look. All right, have a good day and I'll see you soon. Bye.